4 in a row.
Yep.
Mission accomplished, promotion secured before this game. Your overview.
Obviously, results-wise, really happy. But as I keep saying, we're trying to improve all the time. So there's the part of me now that's annoyed that we conceded 2. But there's so much positives from the game. So it's a checkpoint, one that we need to celebrate. So we absolutely are going to celebrate it.
You went 1 down pretty early on.
Yep.
What was your thought at that time?
Just annoyed because we're way better than that. But never to me in doubt.
Another big goal haul. Goal spread around this time. Was there a tweak in terms of your attacking play, or this is just what it shook up tonight?
Yeah, we made an adjustment based on what we'd seen from the Bahamas and from what we'd experienced playing against them. So we played with 2 9s and 1 10 this time around. So that the 2 9s, which is Leacock, Nurse, and now Stephen, played directly on their centre backs. They like to play through to just kind of stifle that side of their game, and I think it was pretty effective. But yeah, there's always finer points that also need to be adapted to. And as I say, the annoying thing on that first goal is because we knew how they attacked. We knew the ball's coming over the top. We knew what we were prepared for. So we should definitely have done better with that. But that was the main tweak, and so then with that adjustment, Omani Leacock was the right fit, the right tool for the job to play in the pocket behind them. And I mean, I think it worked well, and disrupted their play as we really hoped to, forced them to put the ball out of bounds on a number of occasions. But yeah, and it was just some of the finer details. You know, I guess for me, my frustration comes from knowing that the guys are so much better than sometimes what they show in certain moments. But I maybe I'm being a bit harsh on it because, you know, for 6 goals, you shouldn't really be complaining.
You made some changes to the starting 11, and then a number of changes later on.
Yeah.
And then satisfied with what you would have seen from some of the players who might not have gotten as many minutes in the other games?
Yeah, I thought the substitutes showed quality. It can be difficult coming off the bench and into a game that's at full speed, but they got up to speed, and I think they performed commendably. We should have at least gotten the ball over the line a couple more times towards the end. Yeah, the opportunity presented itself to again get guys the opportunity to get the feet wet. And yeah, I think it happened.
Obviously, 4 straight wins. What would you say have been the winning formula over these last few weeks?
The players. No, honestly, it's the players. We just help them to tap into what they have, but it's really the players. I don't know, depending on where you were your vantage point, but we had everyone on the bench rooting for everyone on the field to score to win, and that to me is huge. Because as I keep saying, everyone wants to play, and it's really disappointing when you don't get the opportunity. So for players who didn't get the opportunity to be on the bench cheering them on, and for players who were on the field and got subbed to be cheering them on like that, I think is testament to maybe the biggest ingredient, which is we have a team that's pulling for one another.
So you mentioned like the finer details, and there's certain things that would annoy you. You know, as a coach, you know, obviously you're seeking perfection. You don't ever want to concede. You want things to go well. Yeah. But obviously moving on to a different league, and you're gonna be facing more like difficult opposition. What are some of the things you see like tactically that you, or like little details that you think really need to be corrected?
Well, we can't make mistakes like those. You'll get punished, and it's that much harder to score, right? And the teams at the higher levels understand how to manage games as well. And we have to understand the opportunities will be fewer, so we have to be more clinical. And yeah, the mistakes that you sometimes are able to cover up, you're not going to be able to cover up for them. So those like, you don't usually get second chances, you know. Like, we made some mistakes tonight that we got away with. We need to be able to recognize that those can really hurt us. So don't gloss over them because the outcome wasn't actually detrimental. And yeah, the details are things like just in certain moments making sure you're putting in the effort to be in the right position, because 1 yard to the left or the right can be the difference between you turning the ball over and I think one of the biggest challenges that comes with that is when you start to build trust and belief in your teammates, you can drop your guard when you assume that someone's got something covered and you don't give them the right kind of support, and then things can unravel. So that's really the details that we're talking about there.